Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a well-anticipated another 3DS video. And today we will be modding a 2DS for the first time. My lovely friend Cloudy told me she has never owned a 3DS before and no friend of mine will ever go DS-less, so I offered to mod her a DS. I found this one for pretty affordable online. I will go into the details in just a second, but today's video will not be a tutorial but a very along the way kind of video. I don't want to make a tutorial just because I really think that using the website is the best way to do 3ds.hacks.guide. So I will be using this website. So today I'm just going to show you everything that I do, my process, the things that I use, kind of like to get you familiar with it. If you've never done this before, I really think you can do it. You just need to take like a couple of hours to do it. Troubleshooting is so easy for this because you just search your problem, 3DS, and then Reddit, and that's how I learned it in the first place. I've modded like 3, 4, 5 DSs at this point, I don't know, but never a 2DS, so today is the day for that. Use the chapters in here or in the description down below if you want to get to a specific part. So we'll be modding, customizing, putting of course the games on it. I will do a little tour in the end. We'll be decorating. I got some stickers and keychains and whatever. So we have a pretty long video. I hope you don't mind, but I know a lot of people love these kind of videos. So we're gonna start off by modding, and let me just go over everything that you will need in case you want to do this yourself. Again, it's not a tutorial, but I'll show you what I'm doing when I'm doing it. So let's get straight into it. Starting off, of course, you will need the DS itself. You can choose, of course, any console that you would like. I normally prefer modding the 3DS XL. That's like my favorite console. I have like a couple of these, but the 2DS is definitely the cheapest option if you are looking, depending on where you're from. Okay, I'm from the EU. I look a lot on Vinted or on eBay or on Depop, I guess, if you're in America. And I think there's like other like online thrift websites in your region. You just have to take a couple of days to kind of like look every in the morning and at night to see, and then just be like the first one to respond, and then like early bird gets the worm, right? Or the DS in this case. That's how I find it, and the 2DS is definitely the cheapest option. So if you don't care the way it looks, because this one is just not that popular compared to the other ones, you can find these for pretty affordable, especially if you have like a black color. I've seen those for like 35 even, but I got this one for I think 45, and then it had like 5-7 euros shipping and stuff. So it's pretty doable, since for the 3DS normally I pay around like 120, but this one is definitely the cheapest option. So this is what you will need most of all, of course. Then unfortunately I don't think you can mod a DS using your phone, because you will need to transfer files and stuff and like download things, and I don't know how to do that on mobile. I think you really need a computer, or like at least a laptop or something to like work on, right? So you will need a computer as well. And then next up you will need a SD card. So originally the DS does come with like a 4 or 8 gigabyte SD card, but because when you're modding you want to put like a ton of games on there, you kind of want to have a lot more storage than just have like room for like 2 games or something like that. So I recommend upgrading. You can get a 64 or 120 gigabyte SD card. I use the ultrasonic one. These are like 10 bucks, like 10 euros for me, but you can choose which size. The difference is not only the size. I've heard that if you have the 64 gigabyte one, it does work a little bit faster, but I always go for 128 because I just don't want to run out of storage, and I don't notice that it's like too slow for me. Like I've never had that issue until someone was like, oh, I use the 64 because it's faster, and I'm like, really? But like preference, I guess. So keep that in mind. Maybe you will need the SD card, and then have the SD card. It normally comes with a little slot so you can fit it into the DS itself, so you will need that. And then lastly, you need to be able to plug it in. So if you have a laptop, you can just put the SD card normally in, or you will need a USB converter. I just have a cheap one from Amazon, so you just insert it in the side here and then just put it into computers, of course. Transfer the files. This is everything that you will need. And now let's get into it. So let's have a look at the condition first of this DS. Let's turn it on. I think everything works fine. I just need to make sure before we get into it. I noticed that the screen is a little bit scratched on the top one, but when the screen's on, I don't really notice it, so it's not that bad. Also, I got this from Vinted, like I said, so it is in Spanish. So let me start off with changing that to English, actually. Right here, and we're just gonna change it to to English just so it's easier. There we go. Alright, so the SD card that originally comes with this, you need to make sure that it is still inserted because that's our first step for today, because you want to make a backup of what is on this SD card in case everything goes wrong and like you need to reset your DS when you break it. Basically, that's what it's called. I've never had this before, but it's always good to have a backup just in case that does happen. Like, you never know. So we're gonna start off by turning off the DS. We're gonna take out the SD card and we're gonna go put it into the computer using the SD thingy. So what you want to do, I kind of prepared already, so I already downloaded everything, like the themes and the games that I want to use. So you want to start off by just making a folder where you put the backup in, and then you want to go into the drive. I'm just gonna copy all of this. I don't know if I need everything because I think this is just the pictures and stuff, right? Whatever. I'm just gonna copy all of this just so I have this in the backup folder. So let me just get that over with. In the meantime, I'm just gonna put the new SD card. I think I forgot. Dude, it's been a minute, okay? Like, it's learning curve every time. I'm just gonna put it into the DS and I'm just gonna turn it on, I think, to start the overwrite. I remember correctly. One thing I already did is reset the SD card to FAT32. So basically, it's like readable for the DS. You have to just Google FAT32 and just have to wipe the drive. Here you saw it happening on the screen. It was making stuff. I think you have to launch like the Mi creator or something like that to write it. I forgot what it was. I'm just gonna open it. So it's made a game. Okay, we're gonna go back home. We're gonna close this up. All right, I'm gonna turn it off again because I think that's fine. Meanwhile, the DS here is fine or done with making the backup. So I'm gonna take this one out. Now we're gonna get started on the website. I will have the link to 3ds Hexa guide in the description as well, and I'm just gonna be running you through how to basically do this. So we're gonna start off by just going through the website. We're gonna go to key information. This is all like blah 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 information. It's important to read if you've never read it before, but I mean, we've been there, okay? We've been there. So we're gonna go to get started here. So here it will say exactly what we have to do. We will be doing this. If there's anything wrong, I'm gonna include the troubleshooting. This is the SFW check. So this is checking if it's already modded. I know mine isn't, so we're just gonna move on to the next one. We're gonna go here, select a method to find the correct console. We have a old DS, and then let me turn on the DS again and check me the version. You do this by going into system settings here and then go to the version. So for me, let's see, it's 11. All right, here we go. Confirm. All right, and now we are going into installing Bootstrap 9. So this is basically the launcher. So we're just gonna download everything that we need here, zip files and this one. And just to keep that organized, I'm just gonna put that in its own folder once again. All right, prep work. And now we're gonna turn off the console again, and we're gonna put it back into the computer. All right, so what we're gonna do first, it says copy other bin to the root and rename it as ARM code bin. Go straight into this one and then rename it as ARM code bin. Okay, step one done. The root here SD card. Yes, that means this is like the basically like straight into your DS, like not inside any folders. Next up, it says here copy everything from the Luma folder to the root of your DS. So it's the same thing here. These are 3 files. We're gonna put that one in here as well. Then next up, create a folder called Bootstrap on the root. So I'm gonna do it like this, do a Bootstrap. Copy Bootstrap firm and Bootstrap firm shell from the Bootstrap zip to the folder. So here we go. And we're putting those in here. Copy the safe bin from the safe bin zip. Alrighty. Alright, so now we have everything that we need on here. I'm gonna take this out and then we're gonna go put it back into the console. Alright, for this section I need internet. I don't know if that was the same for the other 2DSs, but I can't connect to my internet. If anyone else here, barely anyone has this issue yet. But our Wi-Fi is too new for the DS to detect. You will have to make a hotspot on your phone, and then you can connect your phone to the hotspot that's connected to your Wi-Fi. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Alright, we are connected. Now it says go to internet connection settings. Yes. Click on your network slot and navigate to change settings. Go to proxy settings. Set it to yes, and then detailed setup. Set the proxy server to the website here and the portal. Alrighty. See, it's just copy and paste really. Okay. And then save. has been saved. If you want to be prompted to test, press text, and then the test should succeed. So let's see, your fingers crossed if this modding will go like perfect in one go. I bet. Please, 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 work. Yes! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. For once, no issues. Click OK to continue, press back twice, then close to go to the home menu. Alrighty. Oh, okay, okay. So far, so good. Like, fingers crossed it keeps that way. Alright, so I think I've never done this one before, because this is new to me. It says here, use the web browser. I swear, I don't think I've done that before. I think it's different for the 2DS, or maybe they changed it in the future, depending on the version. I don't know, so we're gonna, this is the first time for me too. On the home menu, press left and right to open the camera. Okay. Press the QR code. Ah, isn't that neat? Look at that. Alright, we're gonna go to the website. Say okay. Tap to proceed to hacks. Alright, we gotta allow this. Proceed to hacks. Very interesting. If the exploit was successful, you have booted into the save installer. Oh, we did it! Oh, with the I've never seen this before on the website. This is so much easier, I feel like. In this section, we will install the custom for unprompted. Input the key combo given on the top screen to install. Alright, so it's left, down, right, up, A. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Alright, installed successful, press A to continue. And now we're in the booting menu, basically. Press start to save and reboot. Alright, so it's now installed. You can't see it, but it is on there. And now we're gonna put on the default proxy to where we were. So we're gonna go back to settings. That's so neat. That makes it so much faster. Alright, internet settings, connection settings. So we're gonna go back into this one. Change settings, and then back to the proxy ones. And then we set this to no, and then save. Alright, and then do a test again. Alright, this is all done. Perfect. Okay, so now basically it has the custom for you will just not see it, but it is there. And now we're gonna put on Homebrew so we can get all of the applications and stuff and all the things that we want on it, actually. So this is all done. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, we're gonna turn it off now. This took 20 minutes. Okay, 20 minutes for the time reference, anyone wondering. While it's turning off, we're going to the next one. All right, now that we have done this, we're gonna install these two things. This one and then the ROMs, and we're just gonna be copying stuff again over. So I just installed these two, so we need to copy the ROM to the root of the DS. Is right here. Open the Luma folder and create a folder named payloads inside. So we're gonna, oh, there's already one. If it doesn't already exist, okay, there's already one. Copy, finalize into the payloads folder. Alrighty, and there we go. And then we're going back into the console. Right now we have to update our system to the latest version. I'm pretty sure it already is, but let me double check that. Let's go into settings and then all the way to the end to say system update. Connect to the internet to check. Accept. Oh, there's an update, really? Oops. My bad. I think that literally was the thing that took the longest. Alright, now we're gonna set up the internal clock with the actual time and dump whatever necessary. So we're gonna open the menu by a left click down and select, or is it start? Select here. You will need this for cheats later too, so it's good to remember. Left, down, and select. So those three. Go to miscellaneous options. Let's go to dump firmware. Alright, that's B. And then let's do nullify user time offsets. And then reboot to finalize. But then I realized that the time here is not even right. So let me change that actually to be accurate. And we're 2 months behind on this DS. I didn't even change the settings correctly before I synced it up. Wait. 2011, girl. We're way off on that one. Alright, 2025. There we go. What the hell? A date set, and let's set the time. But I'm gonna ship it out to my friend, and she's like 6 hours behind me or something ridiculous. So I don't know. I'll have to show her how to do it unless she doesn't care. But alright, let's go back out. Alright, we're gonna open the menu again and then go back to miscellaneous. And then nullify again because that was all off. Okay, now it's good. Now we're gonna turn it off and install Homebrew, I think. I don't know. I'm just doing what the setting says, man. Alright, we gotta hold X down. And then we gotta launch it. So now it's... Oh! You see it? It's really blurry or dark. Oh, we're gonna create files, so I'm just gonna press A. I'm sorry if it's kind of dark, it's just hard to see. I press A. There we go. And then we're gonna press home. And then it opens up at the bottom here. I'm so sorry. It's so dark. Go scripts. Right there. And then finalize. And now it should be doing everything else. Alright, we got this. I have to press A according to the website. Is locked? Unlock it now? I think so. Alright, we have to put in another one of these codes. Alright, and there we go. Alright, I think it's I think we got it. Okay, let me just install all of this and then see where we end up. While we are waiting, don't forget to subscribe or check out my playlist, because I have this whole playlist with all of my other 3DS videos. It's been taking long. They said it would take 10 minutes, so okay, I'll be patient. I'll be patient. Setup complete. We did it without any errors. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of us. Alright, and the last thing that we have to do is go back to the PC, because I think the thing's on now. To go back to the PC and make a backup, because we don't want to break our console now, do we? So once again, this now has taken 40 minutes so far. I'm just gonna copy the whole GM9 folder just to be sure. Yeah, we've done it. We've done it all. It took 40 minutes, but the update of the console took like 6 or 7, and then I had to set up my internet, which took a minute with the hotspot. And then the last thing with like installing it with Bootstrap, I think that took also the longest. Yeah, you can do it, is what I'm saying. It's literally that easy. And if you mess up, you just Google Reddit, okay? Just Reddit, okay? It's not that difficult. Alright, now we're gonna go into installing everything. I already downloaded most of the games that I want to be playing today. I have 3DS and regular DS, and then I noticed with some 3DS games that you need to import a seed because else it will not work. So I think I want to do all of those first just to get that over with. So on the DS itself, I'm gonna make a folder called CIAs because that's what the files are called for the 3DS. You can use also online downloads with a QR code, or just look in the H shop because that's the place where you get the 3DS files on the console itself. But if I had to give a recommendation, I would just do it through this because it's faster and safer, because if you disconnect from the internet, I think you get an error and it just takes longer because you have to download it and then it has to install instead of downloading it and putting the file straight on it, right? So we're gonna put these all in here, and then we're gonna include... Oh, these are the ones without. Okay, we'll do those first, I guess. There's gonna be a lot of waiting involved, I think. Depending on how many games you get and how big they are, it's best to kind of just leave it running for a couple of hours, just plug it in overnight even, if you will, just to get all the games going. But once it's on there, so don't worry about it. But it does look at that. Oh, 60 minutes. You know what, let's just start with one game. How about that? 2 games. This one is really small because it's just flip mode. Okay, because I just want to see it on the DS itself, I'll just do everything off camera. So we're gonna eject it, and now inserting it back into the DS, and we should be loading into program. I'm going to quickly show you how I install at least one game, and then we can get that going. Ta-da! Has been added. So as you can see, I don't have any themes installed right now. Let me zoom out for a minute. So I'm gonna go over everything right now. The first one is Anemone. This is the theme manager. Let me just launch it so I think it creates a folder, and then we can put themes on here as well. I will be doing a tour at the end, okay? So don't worry, we don't have any themes right now. So we're gonna quit here. So that's the first one. Then next up is Flag Brew. This one is used to... Isn't it called Checkpoint? Did they change the name? This is to save up backup files, create more than one, sometimes to enable cheats and stuff. Then we have FBI, which is what we're going to use to install the files, but we're just going to get into it in a minute. Then we have the Homebrew Updater and the launcher, so you can get applications from here, and this is sometimes how you post or like do stuff. It's just post for applications. And then this I don't remember. That's irrelevant. Alright, I'm just gonna go into installing the games right now. So what you want to do is open up FBI, and it will show up basically all the folders on your DS that you saw on the computer. So we're gonna go into SD, and then we're gonna go into CIAs because that's the folder I made, and then the 2 games that I have in here, they will show up right here. And I'm just gonna start with this one. Install and delete because I have a copy on my PC as well. Just because this one is really fast to do. Because I'm just going to be doing this for all of the games as well. Ta-da! Install finish. We go to the home screen. And then ta-da, has been added. So this is basically what you want to do for all of the games, but for games that have to import a scene, I will do those separately. But again, I'll be back in a second, basically, when I have installed all of the games, and I'm also going to put on all of the files. I'll quickly show you how I'm doing the themes, by the way. Let me turn it off. Alright, so here on the PC, I have the SD card in here. I have a folder named themes because I opened Anemone once. I think it automatically made it. So we're going to go into themes here. I already have all of the themes I would like. I have made like over 100 myself. I just got all of these are all made by me. It's ridiculous. I've made so many. I just took all of the ones that I think she would like. And you just put on the zip on here. You don't even have to extract it, I'm pretty sure. So that's how you do that. And I'll be back in, I don't know, maybe tomorrow or something when we're gonna be decorating. And then once I'm done decorating, I'm gonna do the tour. So I'm gonna hold you off for that one, but we're gonna decorate first. So thank you for sticking around for the modding section. Now the fun part is about to begin. Alright, we are back. I have almost every game. I decided last minute that I wanted more games on there as well, but I think it's time right now that we are getting into the decorating. So let me show you everything that I have for that prepared right now. First of all, the theme of this DS, I'm not quite sure yet. Okay, I think I want to go for like pink, white, and kind of whimsical because she likes the like cutesy but serious kind of thing. I don't know how to describe her vibe, but I know exactly what it is. Okay, so what I have here is a DS case. I get all of my DS case. I just bulk buy these for every sort of DS, so I just always have a couple of hand. This is for the 2DS. I got this for AliExpress. And I do recommend there because they're just the cheapest. So let's take off the plastic, do a very satisfying little peel over here. I don't know if this actually would protect it because there's like nothing on the front. They have cases where the front is also protected, but I just don't have that one right now. So we're just gonna go with this. I'm just gonna put the stickers on the front and that'll be that. I just want the case on the back, so if we put stickers on it, that it will just not like touch the DS, and if she wants to change it, it'll be easier for her to do so. And then next up, I do have two charms. I have this one I got from AliExpress as well. It's got a little bear, a little charm. It's more of like the colors and the vibe that go with the DS, right? So, okay, this is the first one. And then I also have this one, which is from my local mall. And this is a bigger chain, and this is more of a wrist strap. So the DS itself has on both sides a little key strap hole, but I also have these phone charm things. I bought this and I never used it, but basically you stick these on the back of anything really. You can hang something off of it, which I think I want to do. Okay, I think I want to maybe put this one on there. Like, you don't want to have it too chunky of a keychain because if you're holding it, you don't want it to go lopsided, and maybe this one is a little bit on the heavier side if you're holding it, that it would be annoying. But or I put it in the middle, but that looks kind of silly. I think in my head I had it on the side. I think she is right-handed, right? Is she? I don't know. I think so. So that would mean you hold it more in your right hand if you would hold it single-handedly. So you'd want it on this side. If I were to do it, okay, I need to think about that for a second. And of course, I also have a great assortment of stickers in my little shopping cart with note papers and stickers and everything. But the main focus of these stickers today is these ones. This is from DodoxMimi, whatever that is. Once again from my local mall, but when I saw this middle girl, that's like so her style, I was like, that's her. That's her. There was no way in previewing the other stickers though. So let me look at those first. Yeah, I don't know. I felt like that was like a perfect vibe. Ooh, it's a bit on the bigger side. Whoa. I kind of still want to do it. Maybe we can cut out a hole in her head so we can put it over this decal. I feel it'd be like oh, look at it. Okay, so we have this one. Yeah, look. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then we have this girl and this girl. And we also have a blue girl and then two smaller ones. And it's yeah. Oh, I love that. Ooh, maybe the pink and the blue could be a vibe. That we put blue and pink on both sides, because I also really like that idea. And then for the smaller stickers, it is license, bears, dodo, whatever that is. More of the girl. The fun thing about the 2DS is that it has a lot of sticker space, even though the microphone is here, but like there's still like a lot of space to work with here. So we have some profile photos. All right, this is so cute. I think I still want to go with Miss Girl here. And then we put the charm on the other side. All right. I wish this was silver. I feel like that maybe matches a little bit better, but you know what? It's fine. The only thing is I don't have a hole puncher and I don't want to ruin this sticker. All right. I just took it off. I am going to put it here. This is cute. Do I want to put sticker underneath it first? Ooh, the questions she's asking. Okay, let's start off with drawing a circle where the hole needs to go. I think that's our first step here. And then I also need to trim off a little bit of the bottom, unfortunately. So let me also trace it right here. I have these small stickers. I need a hole puncher, man. Oh, look at that. Oh, she is a surgeon. They did surgery on a grape. Oh my gosh, I think that has to be, I punctured my finger, the best hole I've ever cut. Who is she? Oh my gosh. Okay, now we're gonna trim off this. This is easy work. Dude, I ate that shit up! Oh, good job, me. Thank you, thank you. I do get a lot of questions where I get all of my stickers from. I have a playlist with all of my sticker hauls that I've done so far on my channel. Most of them are from AliExpress, but check out the videos for more specific details if you want to have links for stuff, because I do include those in the description of the videos. I'm just debating if I have like a few ideas in my head, but I'm debating if I want to put stuff underneath here first before I put down the stickers. But I don't think I will, actually, now I'm looking at it. I'll just put it over. And I kind of want to bedazzle it with gems and stuff. Like, I want to have 3D elements on it, because that's the fun part of having a 3D thing, you know? So let's commit. Oh, so scary. And big stickers are always so scary to do. Alright, it's satisfying peel. Ta-da. Now let's hope this stays. It looks so good. It looks so good. All right, let's put it back into the case and then flip it. Bro. Bro. Oh, she's gonna love it. She's gonna love it. Okay, you know it's serious when you gotta whip out another. Would anyone like a sticker tour of all of my stickers? Because I have a lot. There's, dare I say, too many? All right, so I had the idea for these because these are good, but I need like different size stuff. I also have these gems, but that's silver. And if I'm gonna do the little charm, the color doesn't match with my vibe. I also have this sheets, but maybe I can use the pearls that come with this. Right, I was looking for this pile of stickers that I have, because these are all different types. If we do this piece, we can kind of mix and match gold and silver, and I think that will look good. So you know what? I'm gonna commit, and we're gonna put on the little phone charm thing. Let's slant it inwards, so when it's hanging, it will hang on this side. Okay, it's gotta be more on the inward side anyway. Alright, there we go. And let's put it on, like, straight away. Hope I don't regret that. Worst case, gotta... Oh, I can't switch out the case. No worst case. No worst case. She's gonna love it. It's gonna be great. Oh, brother. Oh, it looks so good. Alright, now I have all of these little jewels and gems. I think I'll just want to put some around, like, kind of, like, make it stand out. She's holding her hands out like she's asking for a little gem. And I kind of want to add something to that, you know? I think I'm just gonna start sticking stuff on, and then we'll see what works. This one has kind of like a dual color kind of vibe, so I'm hoping if we combine silver and gold that it will kind of like all come together a little bit better. Let's just put a little bit of everywhere. Kind of combine the piece with the case. A little bit more cohesive. Maybe we can also gem up her outfits. So let me put it on her earring as well. I don't know if I'm supposed to be super gluing these down. I feel like the glue is pretty good on these, but fingers crossed none are gonna come off on it. Dude, you know you get in the zone when you stickering so quietly. Alright, I think I like the way this looks. Again, I kind of wish that the heart was silver, but this is looking really good so far. I think I'm gonna switch out the star for a flower. I feel like it's a little bit better in the color scheme. Right? Right, thanks. Need that confirmation for your side as well, you know? Let's add like a few more. I don't want to go too much like up her chest because I feel like that's covering too much of the outfit, but I think I'm happy with how that looks. Let's go do the front now. I think we're just gonna continue the scheme of these colors. I was gonna add like a ton of other deco stickers, but this doesn't go in like the classic vibe that I was going for. Or maybe some of these. Maybe like the Japanese text and stuff. That's like kind of that vibe, right? Alright, let's go with that, I think. Yeah, it doesn't lay flat anymore because of the heart. Do I regret that heart? It feels fine holding it. There's no problem. It's just this little corner kind of goes up. Alright, let's start off with the fun little deco white stickers. And then we'll add more jewels and then more of the pink roses that I have because I feel like that go with the whole vibe very well. If she doesn't like the front, she's gonna have to spend a minute getting everything off, but yeah. I do have space in the front corner here to put if I wanted to, but I don't know, man. If it was this one, but the color doesn't match and like it doesn't really work and the microphone is being covered, so I think I'm just gonna leave it. We're just gonna have to put extra deco on it or something. We can add like another deco piece. I just don't want to introduce another character because I feel like the main girl in the back is like the main character. But we can add other cutesy stuff, you know? That doesn't have to be limited. I really try to be as straight as possible. I don't know if I flopped on that. Okay, for the flowers, I need to be a little bit more specific where I put them because you don't want them like in the way. But I think if I put one here, that we're good. And maybe one up here as well. Like not too many, right? We're not gonna do overkill over here. Okay, they look a little bit out of place, but when we add a little bit more of the jewels and stuff, it's gonna blend in a lot better. Let me just see how many bling is enough bling. Okay, I think we're getting there. What do we think? Front and back? It does look like a little fashion statement, doesn't it? I kind of vibe with it, I think. Okay, I think our decoration is done. Do I want to add the strap? I feel like it's a bit heavy if I do that. Alright, ended up adding both to it. It may be a little bit too much. It may be annoying. But it looks good. Okay, this is... We're gonna keep it on. We're gonna keep it on. This is too good. Now that the decoration is done, I want to get started on her stylus because I wanted to make a custom one. I have made one before. It is, in fact, this one. This is a working DS stylus. I wanted to do a more in-depth tutorial about this in the future, but just a TLDR, I just take a pen. I get these on AliExpress sometimes. This one I got from the local store that I also got the stickers from. You unscrew this, you take out the ink, and basically I just glue on one of these stylus tips. These are, I think, are for like Microsoft pens or Wacom tablet pens. I got these off, guess what, AliExpress too. Yeah, Wacom drawing pen nibs, because they kind of have that same like plastic as a stylus would have. I don't know if there's like a better way to do it, but this is how I've done it, and that's how I use this one. The glue is kind of wobbly, but because it's inside of this case thing, like the thing that twists on top, it can't like tilt too forward or sideways, if that makes any sense. So I'm just gonna do this off camera and maybe do a tutorial later in the future if I figure out a better way to do this. But I'll be back when I have this stylus, and then we're gonna make some themes, of course, because then we wouldn't be complete. Welcome to my desktop. Right now we're gonna be making, I'm thinking 2 or 3 different themes. I just need to see how long that's going to take. I do have a tutorial on how I make themes. If you want to check that out, this part of the video is just going to be like for funsies, like I'm just like showing my thinking creative process, but not an actual tutorial. So if you want that, check out that video instead. So let's start off with our first theme, okay? I had in mind, what if we make the back character also into a theme? So I looked for DodoxMimi, I still don't know what it is, but I found this account, which seems to be the official one because they have like all of these sticker sheets and stuff. Like, this is so cute. It is so cute, but this is the pose that I think is almost exactly like the outfit that she's also wearing on the back. This one is more of a maid version, but close enough, right? Close enough. I do want to say, I think I'm gonna upload all of the themes that I made. Maybe I'm gonna not upload one to just like make it special, but else you can check it out on themeplaza. My username is the same hamster buttocks. I have like over 100 themes, and sorting on the most downloaded, you might recognize some of these. Okay, I do love making a theme, so check out my account account in general, not for just for the ones that we're making today. So I'm gonna start off with go into themes, and we're gonna name this one DodoxMimi. There we go. And I'm thinking these have two pictures, so we're gonna do one for the top and one for the bottom. So I'm just gonna take these two. And then for the folder, I think we should do like checkered pink wallpaper or like something. Ooh, I like that one. Or maybe a blue. I like this gradient. Let's take this picture. So let's get crafting. I'm gonna put one on the top and one on the bottom. I think that's cute. I just need to see which one is going where. I think I have to swap them around. She has a little bit more space on the top here. So sometimes what I like to do, I don't know if it's gonna look good in this situation, but we can try it out. I take an image, I duplicate it underneath, and then I make the one underneath bigger. And then I use the blur, Gaussian blur. Like, it doesn't look as weird, I think. We're just gonna blur it with like 4 or something like that. And then sometimes to make it smoother, I will blur it out here too a little bit, you know, to kind of make it look less awkward or something like that, like around these parts. So you won't really notice unless you like really look at it. That's kind of the vibe where we're going. We can also do a color picking of this and then filling the background. Might actually have to go for that. I don't mind that either. Or option 3, wait, I like this one too. We take the image I wanted to use for the folder, because then it comes back in there as well. How about if we make that pink? It's kind of tricky sometimes to color match, but with the use slider. That is so cute. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that's the image is done. Then for the folder, I think I just want to use the blue, because we still have the same pattern, but because the folders will be at the bottom, it kind of like evens out with color theory or something like that. So we're just we're gonna go with this, and then we're gonna color pick again for the back of the folder. And there we go. And then last but not least, we of course also need to make the icon that will show up. And there we go, and export that. So now the fun parts to make everything come together. I do have background music with this, but you can't hear that because it's copyrighted. So pretty satisfying, because you can just drag and drop this. This is the bottom and this is the top. I love that. That looks so good. Okay, we're gonna change the colors a little bit, because I want to have a little bit more blue on the top and more pink on the bottom, and like it kind of different shade of pink, more of the softer version of that. And I'm gonna do a combination of blue and pink, I think, kind of the muted colors. Folder this color. So this is what the folder looks like. This is the regular. Oh, it's gonna look so good on the DS, because it's gonna have it on the back and it's gonna have it on the front. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, this is gonna be good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, let's save that. That's our first theme already done. Next up, I want to make a Leon Kennedy theme, because I know she likes Silent Hill. Or this is Resident Evil. My bad. Resident Evil. I never played this. I know she likes him. I could add this on my For You page sometime, so I think it's a sign. I want it to be like cutesy. And I really like this picture, right? Let's see my baby, let's see my boy, loving this boy. I kind of like that, but I also like this one. So maybe we can do like a little combo thing. So that's the fun thing of being able to create stuff yourself, because you can make it as niche as you would like. So I'm just gonna take this picture, and let me also get this one. And then I don't know if I want to use any of these other ones. These are kind of cute too. I don't know this guy, but I love all the edits I'm seeing of him. And I would probably use that same floral print for the picture as well. All right, let's see how this works in practicality. Because sometimes I like to make them that they kind of like overlap, like have one picture go over both ways. And low-key, that kind of works, right? We put him here. You see him on the top, you see him on the bottom. Or I was thinking we put this on the bottom, because then he would be... oh my gosh. That's so funny. And then we put him here on the top, or like still the picture, but then I think I would need like a different Kennedy picture. I don't know if we can find something better. I don't think so. Okay, we're just gonna go with the... we're gonna take out this one. We're just gonna go with this style because I think this one works well in 2. This is so random. Alright, that's perfect. Let me export that. And then for the folder, we're just gonna refurbish that picture, but we're just gonna like scooch it over so we have the print in there. And I'm gonna make the little side of the folder dusty pink. Get this one in here. That's perfect. And then lastly, for his icon, we're just gonna use his face here with a little bow on it. There we go. Then again, for the fun part, let's put it together. Start off with the bottom picture, the top picture, the close folder, and then the open folders. Okay, we're not there yet because it's the shade of pink that's like off. We need to have like that really soft pink again. Like, oh, maybe a little bit darker than that, like that. Yeah, exactly. You get what I'm saying, right? All right, so let me quickly replace all of this. For the folder, yeah, it's basically just, it's a vision. It's an idea. I'm gonna keep it. I don't know how I feel about this one, but maybe it's because I don't like the guy. I don't know the guy. We're gonna go with this. Coquette Leon Kennedy. Alright, perfect. Alright, I want to do one more theme. This one is going to be a little bit more personal, I want to say, because me and Cloudsy were both playing Life Makeover, and we've taken pictures together, and I think we should use some pictures from our first ever photo shoot together in these images, because this was right after the Sanrio collab and we look so cute, and I want that to be a theme. I just don't know if I want to put just the picture here or if I want to have like a double picture at the bottom. I feel like the picture is a little bit more on the purple side, so maybe we can add like a pattern. Let's see how that would look. I make the colors a little bit darker for here. And then these a little bit less dark. You're brighten up the picture a little bit. Oh, I remember this Tumblr post. It was very deep buried in my brain. I want to add like a little bit of deco because I feel like the pictures don't have too much in common. So what if we put the Kuromi at the bottom here, and we take the Sinna and we put that like on somewhere else? I don't know. Okay. I don't know, if we put Sida at the top here or something. I think I like this better. Just to give like something going on. Maybe a different plushie though. I don't think I can find any that are like matching and just how I would like it. So I think we are good. I think we're good. I found this picture, maybe like the background colors match a little bit better. So I think this is what I want to go with. All right, perfect. Let's make the icon as well. And then for the folder, I think we're just going to use the Kuromi pattern or something like that. I know that's going to look weird because it's on top of what that is. Maybe I just need to zoom in a lot. Right, if I put it in the middle here, I think it's... I need to see it. I need to see the whole thing together, but I think we got something going. Are you ready for the magic moments? I hope it looks good. Maybe the buttons and the colors and stuff will pull the whole thing together. I don't know, but alright, let's change the colors as well. I want to see if we do the accent color purple. I know there's a lot of pink going on, but I feel like purple is the better color here. I'm not sure. Alright, I mixed blue with purple because it's in the top ground, and I think it looks a little bit better. And this is then the folder. I can make that a little bit lighter, like so. Okay, now we're cooking. Okay, these are all of our 3 themes done. I think, are we done? I think we're ready. I think we are done. So I'm gonna get everything on the DS. I'm gonna get one of these themes involved, and then it's finally time for our tour and theme previews. Oh, let's get straight into the tour. The moment is finally here. We're gonna do our final full in-depth tour. Okay, I want to go over everything in here. Again, I don't make these DS videos too often, so I don't really mind that this one is going to be probably really long. But this is our final result. Let me turn on the screen for the dramatic effect. I went for the theme matching the sticker on the back, and I'm so excited for her to see it. Not only am I just happy how it turned out, just look at it. Look at this piece of art, bro. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just excited for her to have this. I cannot wait. So we see here the front. We're gonna of course go into what is on here, but when we flip it over, of course the back is still intact. I had to, oh, stray little gem. I glued most of them on with nail glue and super glue, so I think that should stay. Hopefully it does, and else I don't know. I can't help it. Try my best on that. Alright, so that's what it looks like, and we of course also have our charms here on the side. I really like these too, but if she finds it too heavy, of course she can take it off. Next up, before we get even into it, this is the stylus now. It matches with the whole theme. Look at this, so cute, the whole floral thing. So this is the stylus. It works. I mean, it's a stylus, what do you expect? But I basically just put like a few drops of super glue. I basically figured out you can just like rinse out the ink on the inside, so I did that so it was all clean, because the other one I had was like a little bit messy. Rinsed that all out, and then I snipped this off with some pliers from the big piece of the stylus replacement, and I put super glue. I also used nail glue. Again, both the same thing. So put nail glue here, and then I put it up straight, put it on there, and then let it dry while it like stood like straight. And then afterwards I add a little bit more on the side, and then I screwed back on the tip so like it doesn't really go anywhere. And look, like that's pretty secure. Like I don't know if it's like kid friendly, but like yeah, you see. Okay, so I feel like this is the way I'm gonna like also make the tutorial if I'm gonna make that, but you get like a little preview because of that, so you're welcome. So we have the stylus. Actually, let me use that for the video here. So so this is the outside. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can really see the screen better. There we go. Okay, so I have everything kind of in folders. I didn't make too many folders on my own DS. I have like a ton different ones, but I kind of want to put everything in there so she can kind of choose what she wants to play and then sort it in that way. So let's get into our first folder here, which is basically like the essentials and like the not fun stuff. So we have system settings. Obviously this one comes on the DS itself. FBI is used to install everything, all the applications and stuff. Homebrew launcher is for when you download apps in the universal updater, you can launch them through here. So I'm going to show you which one I put on. So here you also have your folders. I have Leaf Edit for Animal Crossing New Leaf, so you can edit your town inside of the DS. It's really great. Then I have the NDS Forwarder, which I use to put the regular DS games also on the home screen, like 3DS games basically. And then I also have the Style Savvy Manager, which is to edit your save file for, I think, all of the Style Savvy games. And you can like add clothing and money and stuff, so if you want to do cheats for those two, I feel like it's kind of like needed, so like if you want. So those are in my launcher. Then Universal Updater is the place where you kind of like install those things from, and then they come into there. Then the Anemone Launcher is for the themes and badges. Let me show you all the themes I put on, because I basically put on all my themes. Like this thing is 100% Hamster Buttocks branded, because I don't know, she deserves nothing but the best, which is my themes. So I also have badges on here that I made, which I can show you in a second, but let me quickly show you what all of these themes look like on this DS a little bit without talking, because there are, spoiler, like 100 of them. So let's get into that. Those were all of my themes. I know it was a lot, but that's not even all of it. So if you want any of these themes or even want to see what else I made, check on my themeplaza profile. My username is the same everywhere, so it'll be easy to find, and you can just download all of these themes for free. You're welcome. Do enjoy. But okay, so that's what we do in here. Next up, we have checkpoint. This is basically for your save files. It will be stored in here. Depending on the game, you can enable cheats for this as well. And sometimes you can erase or add multiple save files, which is nice for like Animal Crossing because you can only have normally one per like save file, so you can do it that way. Then we have some other stuff. I still haven't figured out what this is. Someone's probably gonna tell me, but I have never had to use this, so I don't know. Then I downloaded HShop. My internet is too new to be connecting to my DS, but you can basically download games through here as well instead of putting the SD card in the computer, putting the game on there, and then putting it in. It's easier for me, I think, to do it with the SD card, but because wireless is, I don't know, you have to keep it on and you can only do one game at a time, and I think it's slower as well because you gotta download the whole thing, but yeah, you can download games through the application too, so I put it on there for her in case her internet is better than mine. Download, play, and all the other yap that's normally on here, so we're just gonna skip that. So that's our first folder. Then as you can see, I have a few stickers here. I got some food, I got some plushies. Let me quickly show you. I also have these for download on the themeplaza. They're all in one folder here, but I have all of these like realistic foods, like cakes and stuff. I have these Hello Kitty stickers, plushies as well. A lot of stickers with a lot of Sanrio characters, so it's not just Hello Kitty. It's even Wish Me Mouse in there as well. Here we have some plushies. Then one of my personal favorites is the Purin baguette pencil case, so I made that into a sticker too because I just love that one so much. It's so cute. So there's like a ton of stickers I added here as well. I don't want to go over all of them, so check out on themeplaza. Then I have the must play hamster top 500 recommendations because she has never played any of these and I feel like she needs a little bit of guidance, so these are like my must plays. I didn't want to put in too many because I want to make sure that she plays all of them. So like these are like my, I don't want to say hidden gems, some of them may be, but like my favorite ones. If someone's saying I'm buying a DS, hamster, which game should I play? And you're asking me that right now, download these games. So starting off, Project Mirai, it's a Miku game, it's a rhythm game. You can have a tap mode, so that's like 3 colors, or you can use the button mode, which is really fun. They have the songs on there everyone loves. You can dress them up, and they're kind of like Tamagotchis, like you can dress up the characters in different outfits, and you can also decorate their homes that they live in. Like this game is so fun. If you've not played it, download it. I'm gonna say about all of these, by the way. Then next up is Pokemon Pix Cross, hands down the best puzzle game on the DS, I think. Dare I say, best game. I don't even like Pokemon, that's saying something. I really like the puzzles on here. Using the cheats, you can kind of enable like unlimited stamina, because this used to be a Play Store thing where you had to like buy stamina if you want to keep playing, but now with the modded version, you can just keep playing, and it's so fun, it's so good. I love Pix Cross, and this is my favorite one. Okay, so next up, Tamagotchi Life. Hooray, we're getting a Switch release almost 10 years later. Okay, but I'm so excited for next year. I can't wait. This is such a fun game. Tamagotchi Life is where you make Miis, and you can make yourself, you can make celebrities, you can make characters. I have mine filled with me and my boyfriend, our cat in human version, and I also have like a bunch of like fictional characters from shows and movies and books, and I like it. So fun, and they kind of like live their own life, and they start dating, and they have preferences, and you can feed them and dress them up. Like it's so fun. You're gonna love it. It's really fun game. Then Teddy Together is basically Nintendox with a living teddy bear. I thought this game was pretty known, but I've gotten the comment quite a lot of times that people didn't know about this game, so try it. The bear will talk to you. It will ask you questions like, what's your hobbies, what do you do, who do you live with, like kind of like a little stalker guy living in your DS, and you can dress him up, you can make him pancakes and toast, you gotta wash him. Like it's really cute. They're really cute. It's really cute. Did I say it was cute? You should try it. Then we have Pocket Card Jockey. Dare I say, the other best puzzle game on the DS. So this is a solitaire-based game. I'm a sucker for Pixcross and solitaire in the first place, so maybe I'm a little bit biased on that one. It's the classic Nintendo kind of funkiness that is kind of like not taking itself very serious at all. And you basically own a horse and you're entering these races, and by doing the solitaire puzzle while the race is going, you kind of like boost your horse to make sure you win, and then you earn more money, you can enter bigger competitions, get more horses, stuff like that. It's really fun, it's really cute. I love solitaire, you should try it. Then of course Animal Crossing New Leaf. Maybe it's because the one I played the most, but I think this one is better than New Horizons. Decoration-wise, New Horizons is better, but this one has so much more soul, so much better soundtrack. You probably heard of the whole video already because I use it all the time. It's the coziest of coziest games. I'm hoping that she's gonna love it. Then Fantasy Life also getting a new release, finally, again, almost 10 years later on Steam, PC, whatever. I can't wait to play that one, but the original on 3DS is so good. I normally don't like this kind of like open world games where you have to run around, collect, fight, and stuff, but basically you are a character in a really big world, and you have all of these like lives you have to choose, so they're classes, so you can either be like a magician, an archer, a knight, or even like a chef, or what do you call that? The guy who chops the wood and stuff like that, like the randomest things. And they all have like their own full storyline, and there's one big storyline that you can follow. And then even if you finish that big like story, you can still switch around all of these modes. There's so much play hours you can get from just this game alone. It's insane. So do try it if you have a DS, and if you like it, hopefully the new version is also going to be just as good. Then Professor Layton, spoiler, I think I put every Layton game on the DS here, but I think Miracle Mask is my favorite. This is the first one in the 3DS installment. I recently replayed the whole thing. It took me like 13 hours, I think. I decided I want to replay now the whole series, so I'm starting off with the DS games again, but I don't know. For some reason, this one has always been my favorite. This is the one I had the most memories from, so that's why I put it in the must plays. So I want her to play this one first, and then she can go into the rest. So that one. And then lastly in this folder we have Magical World 2. I've never played one, so I don't know, but to me 2 is always better because there's more stuff in there. And this one is so fun. I played it a ton as well. It is kind of like Animal Crossing, but then in Disney World. So you don't get to decorate Disney World, but you get to craft Disney inspired items, and they're so cute. You have to do quests for villagers and stuff like that, and they'll be asking you a ton of things, and you have to get the materials, and there's like some fighting, but it's not too hard. There's fishing, you have to do cooking because you have like a little restaurant. Like, it's kind of like a Disney version of New Leaf, and I think it's really cute. I really like this one, so that's why I put it in this folder. So if you're watching this and you haven't played any of these, illegal, go download them right now. Moving on our DS game folder, that's how I categorized it. So I have a few DS games. Let me just zoom in. I'm gonna go over these a little bit faster, but the must plays are like must plays, you know. So first one is Wild World. I'm gonna admit I've never played this one, but I mean, if you're playing New Leaf, you might as well just play Wild World as well. So I added that one. She said that she really would like Cooking Mama, so I think I put all of them on there, or most of them, at least for the DS and the 3DS. Well, that's all of them. I don't know. I think I got most of them. So we have Cooking Mama, Majesco Entertainment. Oh, that's what they're from. I don't know. One of the Cooking Mamas. It's kind of difficult to download because of the languages. Sometimes they are the same game, but they have different names. So then we have Cooking Mama 2, so that's the first two that we have. Next up is Big Bang Mini. This is also a game she specifically requested. I have never played it, so I have no clue what it's like. But if she says it's good, maybe you should try it too. Speaking of which, there's going to be like a few games that I've never played, or I don't think I would like, but I think she would, so it's going to be a little bit of a different game, so I can't really say about all of the games if they're good or not. Next up is Boogie. I love this game on the DS back in the day. I loved it on the Switch. It's kind of like a rhythm game, but it has more of a modern songs on it, like Black Eyed Peas. Is that still modern, Black Eyed Peas? I don't know, but they're like covers, so I don't know if you're gonna like it. I liked it. It had cute outfits, and you could like draw on the shirts and stuff, so fashion game, confirmed, really cute. Next up is Cookie Shop. I've played this a little bit. It looks really cute because I saw it on Pinterest, but I couldn't figure out the gameplay. It was like that early 2000s kind of like, you figure it out kind of thing, and I like instructions. I like to being told exactly where I have to go, and I couldn't figure it out. So, but it looks really cute. Cookie shop you run. Then we have Cooking Mama 3. Then Maestro Jumping Music is a rhythm game. This one is so cute, so fun. It's a little bird, and you have to strum to make him jump, or like jump under, or like drop. That's what that means. And you have to collect music notes along the way. And it's really cute, it sounds really nice, and the art design is really, really pretty. Then Super Mario Bros. It's a classic one. I had to put a few of those in there. My Sims, I put on, I don't know if she requested this one, but I don't know, maybe she wants to try it. It's different from the Wii version, by the way. I played the Wii growing up, so I haven't played this one that much. Then Scrabble-Nuts, I think she also requested. This is where you have to write words and then you can just make anything. If you want to say, I want a green floating elephant, you can just type that and it will appear. I used to eat this up as a kid. I thought this was like the funniest, most creative thing ever. And basically what you have to do is like solve these mysteries. So you're going around this world and these people are like, wow, I dropped my fruit basket. Now my fruit's all bad. What am I going to do? And then you just have to think of something creative, or like not creative, I guess, and write that and then give it to the person, and that's how you solve it. It's so fun. If you never played it, you should. Then we have Super Princess Peach, a classic platformer as well for the girlies. We have Wings. She requested this one. I don't know if I put more than one Wings game on this, but I think this is the platform one. Because there's like a couple. I had the Secret Diary growing up. That one wasn't that fun. Then we have the first Style Savvy game. Love her. Where it all started. You should try that one too. Rhythm Paradise. This whole franchise is so fun. Again, I think they just announced a Rhythm Heaven Switch version, and so it'll be fun. It's gonna be really fun. Then a game I've never played is Resident Evil on your DS, but she would love that, I think, so hopefully it's good. And we have Nintendogs. Because I'm zoomed in, the order is like all wonky. I think I put more than one Nintendogs on there, but this is Nintendogs Chihuahuas. Mario Party, another classic. Mario Kart. And Harvest Moon. I put a bunch of farming games on here. I've never played any of the DS ones. I played the 3DS Story of Seasons, I think. But farming games are not for me. And I was like, I think she likes farming a lot. So let me just get her all of them. Alright? Because she deserves nothing but the best. And whichever one that is, she'll get all of them. So yeah, all of the Harvest Moons I could find. Grand Bazaar's also getting a Switch release. They're bringing back a lot of series this year. Then we have this one. And that's all of for the DS game. So, yeah, so these are all with the forwarder as well. Now let's get into our biggest folder, which is all of the 3DS games. Starting off with another Wings game, Saving Althea. This is another platformer. I played it for like a little bit. It wasn't too difficult because I guess it's a kids game, but it's cute. We love Wings. And then we got Cooking Mama Sweet Shop, Cooking Mama 4, and 4. Oh. Well, we got that one twice. See, that's what I'm saying. They have sometimes the same name or different names in different countries, and I'm not quite sure which one I'm downloading. So I guess that it happens. It happens. But in my humble opinion, Sweet Shop is the most fun because you get to get baked cakes and cookies and everything and pastries, and that's my favorite one. So if you want a little recommendation. And then here we have Hello Kitty Apron of Magic Rhythm Cooking, kind of in the cooking theme. But you have to chop on the beat of the music. I've only played it for literally 5 minutes. So I can't say if it's like actually good, just saying. But it looks really cute, so that's going on the list. Then we have all of the other Style Savvy games. So we have a Styling Star, Style Boutique 2, and Girls Mode. But this is the first one, right? It just looks different again. I don't know why that keeps happening. I'm pretty sure I opened this and it was just in English, but the title card was in Japanese. It happens, okay? I'm not perfect either. My favorite ones, I think 2 or 3, which is this one, and I think Styling Star's 3, right? Yeah. The second one has like a whole dollhouse thing with it, which is really cute. And then the second one, or the third one, has just like the most items, which I think are fun because I love getting items. Then I have Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer. So if you played the Wii version with the DLC, that was basically back in the day, we had to have this separate. So you had Animal Crossing and you had like the DLC as its own game, which is Happy Home Designer. And then for the Switch, they decided to make it one thing, which I'm very happy with. But this one is also a lot of fun. And it's really easy to decorate because you have the lower screen to have a blueprint of the room. And then at the top, you can see the decorations. Really, really easy. Then Jossie's Woolly World, which is a platformer again. Sanrio characters Pix Cross. This one is so cute. Again, we do love Big Cross. Pokemon 1 is better because it's a little bit more difficult, but these have a little bit more easier puzzles. And as rewards, you get stickers so you can decorate like Sanrio characters' pictures. Is really cute. Another rhythm game is Rhythm Heaven Mega Mix, which is the 3DS version of that franchise. And it's also a really like funky, like not taking itself very serious kind of game where you have to beat on the drum on the right time. It's really cute. Kirby's Epic Yard, another platformer that I think is really cute. Then Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, another puzzle game, but then with Toad where you have like this world. I think this one also got a Switch release. I don't know if it's the same game. I don't know. But you have to navigate Toad around and finish all the puzzles. Then I got a few more Mario games. So we have Mario Party Top 100. I think this one had really bad reviews, I think. But I just put it on there. Maybe you should like it. I don't think it's an actual Mario game, but you just have all of the, like, the best mini games on there. I think that's what it was. It's been a minute. I got Mario Party Star Rush. I got Mario Party Island Tour. And Super Mario Bros. 2. And, of course, Mario Kart 7. Let's not forget that one as well. And now another Resident Evil that got released for 3DS. I've never played this. Again, I don't know. Horror games on the DS. It's a vibe, and I feel like that's right her vibe. So... I hope it's any good. Then we have Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. I'm a Layton girly at heart. I tried Phoenix Wright. I also put it on here as well, the trilogy. I think that's all games in one. And I tried it. I didn't get far yet. I think I'm gonna give it another go after I finish all of the Layton games again. I'm gonna play Phoenix Wright and then I'm gonna play the duel because if I like both as much as I like Layton, this game's gonna eat. So I put that on there. Of course, we have Nintendogs and Cats. I have Resident Evil, I think this is the second part to like the first one I just showed you. Pullbox is another really cute puzzle game where you have to move blocks around. It's just like the cutesy Nintendo vibe, you know. And Joshi's New Island, another platformer with Baby Mario. Kirby Triple Deluxe. Again, I put a little bit more platforms on there because I think she might like it more than I do. I'm not the biggest fan. I used to be, but I guess people changed. Who am I these days? Gabrielle's Ghost Groove is, I think, a rhythm game and a fashion game, but like with the spooky vibe, which again, I think she would love. I also put on Room Factory 3. I don't know why the title's not saying it, but it's another game, but I'm thinking I wouldn't really play that myself, but maybe she will like it. Or is it 4? The title card is going too fast. But this is also, I think, in a game you can sink like a lot of hours into. Next up, Brain Training, classic. Okay, a classic. Kid Icarus Uprising. This one I did play a lot. I really like the story. He was my main in Smash, which is why I wanted to buy that game. But this is basically boss battle game. Okay, there's like a few like side levels, but it's mostly boss battles, and you have all these different difficulties. So if you like Elden Ring for the boss battles, I feel like this would be kind of like the DS version for that. Can I say that? Maybe. Okay, I think you might like that. Then there's also a 3DS Scribblenauts, which is Scribblenauts Unlimited. I think this one also got a Steam release, if you would like. I mean, I just explained it, but that you can just write anything and it will just spawn out there. It's really fun. Miitopia is a combat kind of storytelling game with me. It's kind of like Tomodachi Life. You can make your own characters and kind of like make it funny because your grandma's fighting this evil boss kind of thing. Like, it's cute. It's dorky. Flipnote Studio. This, I'm gonna sound really old when I say this. This was everything to me because you can draw and then you can animate, and they had this whole online thing, and this is where like everyone uploaded their videos and stuff. I don't know how relevant this is today, but it's a relic. Okay, this is a treasure. And I feel like we need to move this forward to the next generation, aka my friends who never had a 3DS. I don't know if you play Flip though, but like I had to download it. It's so fun. Then a few more like spooky games. I've not played these. I saw them on a TikTok that they recommended, so let's trust a random person on the internet. Creeping Terror is one of them. Then we have, what is that? Dementium Remastered. I don't know. It looks creepy. Then also Corpse Party. My only experience with this is PewDiePie playing it like in 2014. But maybe I'll try this one because the story intrigued me. I do love me some time travel and like time loops and stuff, so maybe that'll be good. I don't know what the game is like though on the DS, so maybe it's the same, maybe it's not. Then we have Story of Seasons. We're getting back into the farming games. Again, I tried these, they weren't for me, but maybe something will click. I don't know. Then another story of season, Polio Croy. Alright, and we also have Harvest Moon's A New Beginning. I think I also tried this one. Next up is Harvest Moon 3D Tale of Two Towns. And we have another horror type, scary, spooky type, Halloween-y game. Spirit Camera. Also, I've not played it. And then we get into the latent games. I just put the DS games with this because I just wanted it all together. So we have Unbound Future, The Last Spectre, The Curious Village, Diabolical Box, and the Asron Legacy, because I think there's only 2 for the 3DS and then 4 for the regular DS, if I got it correctly. So I think I got all of them on there. Then we have Pix Girls 3D, because I don't even know she likes these puzzle games, and I put 3 on there. But this is a 3D one, so you have to solve the puzzle in like a figure. So you get like one big block with all these little blocks in there, and you have to solve the puzzle. And as you solve the puzzle, like a shape will be left over, which could be like a penguin or like an apple or like, I don't know, whatever shape that is. I like this one. It's a bit more difficult, but we do love a challenge. Then I put Super Monkey Ball 3D on there. This game makes me motion sick more than any other game. More than Minecraft or World of Warcraft or whatever Craft else game makes me sick. This one is make my head spin, but maybe not for her because the game is really cute, so put it on there too. And then lastly, we have WarioWare Gold, which is kind of like a mini game type thing, very fast paced, like you have to do something and then quickly the next puzzle shows up. And I normally like these games a lot. I like the fast paced, like party type games. I'm really into like the deep stories unless it's Layton. I love you, Layton, but I just like it fast paced, so maybe she does too. I don't know. So those were all of the games on here. That was it. She can obviously download more later, and I will help her out to do it. And you guys hopefully at this point know how to do it as well. That was one big journey we went on together. I am so happy and proud of how this turned out, and I hope I got at least one person inspired. Do leave a comment, okay? Those make my day. I love comments. They're my happy source. So if it was any help, if it was any entertainment, do let me know. I really want to get a 2DS XL for myself. Either the white and orange one, and then I'll just paint buttons or something, or the lilac one, but that one is really expensive these days. So if I get my hands on that, I'll be down for another video. I mean, I can keep making these. I love me a good collection. My DSs are my everything. And then, oh, look at this. It's so good. Thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe for more 3DS content, but mostly fashion games if you're into that. That's my whole channel. But I do play a lot of other games as well. I want to play more 3DS games on the channel as well. Maybe I've done a few Let's Plays, which you can look up, but maybe I can do a few more in the future. I'll have to see. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!